So today we went to the crab shop downtown for lunch, and I don't really like shrimp. I like the cheeseburger, you know? And so I ordered the cheeseburger, and everyone else ordered shrimp. There's like 11 of us. And they come and they serve the shrimp, and then they give us the bibs, which are cool, and they said, let's get cracking.
This is Scott, a hopelessly adequate individual, born with an empathetic handicap and lacking in most human emotion. Somehow he has managed to maintain his stale livelihood throughout all of his days. This is Jennifer, Scott's energetic and passionate girlfriend. Her and Scott met through mutual friends. She loves to talk, and Scott is an expert at pretending to pay attention. Naturally, they were a perfect fit. Scott, however, is looking for something more. He is looking for the one thing that will truly make him happy. Scott's daily routine is simple. He wakes up, goes for a jog, gets lost on the jog, goes to school, and goes home to sleep only to do it all over again the next day. Today is different for Scott. While on his jog, Scott comes across a backpack with a note on it. The note reads, "If you want it, you can have it." He looks around him to see if there was anybody there, but there was no one. Scott was alone. He was faced with a difficult choice: either take the backpack or leave it. He took it. Suddenly, everything he would do on a daily basis, he did with his backpack. Things even became easier for him with a backpack. He woke up with his backpack. He went on a jog with his backpack. He used a map found in his backpack to locate his way back home. He went to school with the backpack, and he even went to sleep with the backpack. Everything Scott did, he did with this backpack. Scott finally found some happiness. Not in his life, not in Jennifer, but in his backpack. Its presence comforted Scott and made him more sociable. He would find himself speaking for hours about stories and adventures that he had with his backpack. It even came in handy from time to time. Jennifer and Scott continued on with their relationship as usual. However, Jennifer began to be annoyed at Scott's obsession with his backpack. If anything happened, Scott was immediately there with the solution. Him and his backpack were becoming inseparable. In a way, the backpack was becoming a third part of their relationship. Scott was fine, but she felt weird. She's feeling smothered, over-exasperated, and even a bit pissed off. It seems to her that the backpack is changing Scott. For her, Scott's not the same guy that she's been with for the last few months. Scott's changed. Jennifer confronted Scott. She told him that the backpack was coming between them, and that he needed to focus more on her than on the bag. He was hesitant at first, because he's been with Jennifer for 6 months, but he's only had the backpack for a week. At first, he waited. Then suddenly, she reached out and tried to grab the bag. Scott responded by immediately grabbing the bag after her. Scott was speechless. He had no idea what was going on, and he didn't know what to say. He just sat there quietly. And before he knew it, Jennifer was gone. It puzzled Scott how something that brought him so much joy as the backpack made Jennifer so sad. He looked at his backpack, and the backpack looked back at him. Scott found happiness in his backpack, something that no one else has ever been able to give him. But Scott kept asking the same question in his head. Is the backpack more important than Jennifer? Unfortunately, Jennifer came to a conclusion first. She couldn't stand the backpack, and when she sat down with Scott, she said,
Scott, put the bag down. Let go. We've been together 6 months, and you've been with that bag for like 6 days. You can't let go of it. Can you say something? It's the bag or me. Fine.
Just then, Scott realized something. One backpack is fun, but 2 backpacks is a party.